to another haunt here at Canada's Wonderland. In fact, it's a very significant haunt, not only for the channel, but for those of you that are even interested in coming to this event, because there's been significant changes to previous years. This is one of the few theme parks left in a major chain that actually had all the houses complimentary to walk through and experience, and that change, unfortunately, has taken effect this year. Also, it has now got a chaperone, or we now have a chaperone policy as well at Canada's Wonderland for haunt. Something I think is a little overdue, but here on its opening night, it hasn't meant that the crowds are any less, as we have a pretty busy evening for the launch, unlike previous years. I'm just gonna wander around the park, give you my impressions of some of the rides that I actually got on last time I was here that I didn't cover, including Behemoth, Leviathan, definitely Vortex without question, among others. And of course, give you a little bit of an atmosphere of what the haunt is about, as there'll be another video just focusing on the atmospherics of this particular event. But for today, it's just a little bit of a walk around, taking in the atmosphere, soaking it in. Shows moved from the Alpen area to now Grand World Expo, the entrance. It's kind of an unusual setup, but I think it might make more sense. I don't know, I think it felt a little bit more at home in the Alpen section than it does here. Hello! I like your new home.
You do?
Yes!
That's alright, I guess.
Nice improvements.
Not bad. Not bad.
Some changes over the years, and I'm noticing that what used to be sort of like the cemetery setup that they have further down was in this location. It was one of the most creative and effective parts of the haunt, and I feel like I miss it. Now the space is a bit barren just before you get over to flight deck, whereas previously there was one of the best scare zones in this section, which unfortunately we don't have anymore. All done with flight deck. You know, this isn't the worst SLC that I've ridden anymore. It's, you know, it's janky, you know what to expect, but I don't really find it as terrible. Maybe it's my first day maybe it's because my first ride to date, and I'm a little less sensitive than, say, later in the day. Who knows, maybe I'll finish the night with it, but flight deck, not so bad. Really kind of like assume the lotus position and just kind of like let it just absorb, because it was essentially a Zen ride. There's only two of us, one person in the front and me in the back. Unique perspective, unique experience. Not much else I can say about an SLC other than it wasn't the worst ride I've had on it, that's for sure. You got me good.
Watch out!
Woo. I was waiting for them. Ah! Despite this haunt now costing more for you to experience, you have one of the former best scare zones in the park, and the lighting and fog effects are non-existent. I know this is the first day of the haunt, no atmospheric lighting. So now you just have like general flood lighting here, when you used to have a very atmospheric section and scare zone. Now this might be because of safety concerns. Security is certainly heightened this year. No, this is just not it. Like, if you want to see how good this area was in previous years, you can just go to my vlog from the past. Hello, hello. You remember this scare zone, maybe even from last year or the year before. So atmospheric, full of mood lighting, full of smoke, tons of atmosphere, beautiful shots, green lighting, mist everywhere. Not this year, not anything, just super bright lighting to blind you, and not a scare to be had. Oh, there's my boy, though. Alright, we've come to the end of our evening here at Haunt on its opening night, 2025. Hey.
Can I eat that?
I don't know if it'd be tasty.
Oh, I eat car batteries, so I find a lot of stuff tasty.
It doesn't taste like blood.